I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. Everything good by the weekend.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sean McCall.
It's SEL Roper.
And it's producer Pat behind the call, behind the mics, baby. What's up?
Today is Friday, August 2nd, and it's Lucas Live on a Friday night, boys.
Friday
we made
night.
it to the weekend.
We did.
Friday.
They should have never let us. They should have never let us get to Lucas Friday. Should
We're
have
here.
never.
We are here, and we are proud to be here. We wanted to start it off with the Olympics.
The Olympics. It's been very controversial, to say the least, so far, boys. Very controversial.
From the opening ceremony,
From opening ceremony to transgenders
women's boxing.
boxing, and who knew women's boxing could be so controversial?
Well, she is a woman, right?
So that's where
She's from Algeria.
I'm
Algeria-
confused too.
Algeria doesn't allow transitions,
So I think what it is,
transgenders.
the way someone described it to me was, she is
Somehow chromosomes.
technically was born a female with female
XX.
genetics, female parts,
Okay.
Yes.
but she has an XY chromosome, which classifies her
Right.
as a male
Mm,
biologically, or no, genetically.
interesting. Yeah, no, I mean it makes
And it's
sense.
even more confusing when there's an international boxing association that banned two of these athletes last year,
wasn't it for
wouldn't-
testosterone? Or
wouldn't
something?
allow them to compete in international boxing events. But why does the IOC allow them? You know?
I mean, hey, they let the doping Russia still have a team and anything.
No, well,
the IOC is not.
no, they banned them
clean.
because of invading Ukraine.
Well, I know, and then what? But it was also going to be a thing because they were doing like a doping scandal, like drug shit,
That
PEDs. So that's why they were already.
that
in
was
the-
during Sochi though. They already served their punishment for that one, I thought.
I know. I'm just like naming an example.
You're
the
right, they've
IOC
been-
is just any world government organization.
One of the
they're
most
not-
corrupt.
Yeah, that is
One
the
of the most corrupt.
it is a definition of corruption.
Someone was telling me, "Oh, I would love for the Olympics to be hosted in my hometown." The citizens don't usually like the Olympics or fond of the Olympics because, your government is willing to spend billions of dollars on stadiums that you're going to use for 30 days, but they can't even spend a dime to help their own people. You know?
And then here's my question for the Olympics. It's a little bit off topic, but still on the Olympic topic. What would you rather U.S. do? Finish with more golds or just more medals overall?
Golds.
Golds. It's got to be gold, dude.
So is China better than us then?
No, the Olympics aren't over.
They're not.
We're
Dude,
going to
we
win a
do
lot of golds.
track and fields
And that,
just starting.
and think of all the team sports we're going to
I
win
don't
gold
think
in.
China's putting up
Women's
track.
soccer is probably going to win gold, and then men's basketball will probably win gold,
Yeah.
and then women's basketball will definitely win
Is
gold.
there any more Simone Biles gymnastics? Can she?
No,
win?
she-
I think women's gymnastics is finished.
Yes. The
Damn.
whole team got gold, and
So
then she
that's-
individual.
That's
was
the
gold.
gold we're gonna.
So let's
finish
talk
with for
about
that.
goats in this Olympics.
Simone
Biles, Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky.
Well, she wasn't
Um,
that good this Olympics, I think.
No,
She's
she
still
wow,
young,
she
isn't she?
hasn't won gold, but I think she's become the winningest female swimmer of all time now.
I've been too caught up with the women's volleyball, beach volleyball.
I haven't watched any women's beach
Dude, they were
volleyball. Is it good?
Brazil versus Netherlands was a battle today. They were both undefeated going into the group. match.
Interesting.
Big battle. Brazil. I mean, they were down like it was tied 1-1 sets
Mhm.
down to the final third, best 2 out of 3. And then it went to like match point. Brazil had the first match point, like for 3 points. Netherlands brought it back. Netherlands had the match point, and then like Brazil brought it back. Netherlands went up to match point, and then Brazil pulled it off, dude. Brazil, man.
Volleyball is exciting, dude.
Sand
It's a
volleyball.
fun. It's fun sport to
Sand
No.
play.
Indoor volleyball. I was
Well, that's
watching
good.
the other day
I
too.
like the men's. I
No,
like the
listen,
men's.
women's U.S. versus Serbia. The U.S. women won the
Ooh.
first 2 sets, and then Serbia won the next 2 sets,
That's
and they
a
go to
good-
the fifth. And dude, in the fifth was back and forth, and the U.S. were down by a few points, come back, and the U.S. had 4 or 5 match points with a chance to win it, And then the last rally saw both teams like get a dig with one hand saves. And the last shot was so close. They reviewed it to see if it went off the pinky of the U.S. girl, but it didn't. And the U.S. ended up winning.
Yeah.
Great match.
I didn't like a sport I don't understand is like the judo. Cause like it's like wrestling, you know, like college wrestling, right? Like it sort of reminds me of that, but it's different.
So
And then like it seemed like they got more points by just the level of enforcement of throwing them to the ground. Felt like the I mean that's not true.
I don't
but-
know enough about the rules of judo to dispute that, so you could be correct. It sounds like it could be true. But what I think I know about judo is that I think you get points for pinning someone on their shoulders. You get a point
Is
if
it
both
like
your
tap
opponents.
out? It seemed like they like tap out.
No,
too.
they don't tap out. You have to put your opponent's shoulders
badminton
on the
is.
ground.
We got badminton on.
What country?
Dude.
What country is this, Pat?
It
Who's
looks
going?
like Denmark and Trinidad, maybe. I
Is-
don't know.
This
No,
might
it's kind of
be
blurry.
Tope
Oh,
Okay.
or
it could be Taipei or
Tope.
that's some Chinese.
Yeah,
Country.
counterpart.
Gotcha.
So
Do you guys want a quick medal count?
Let's hear it. I know
sure,
the U.S. leads.
I watched it last night. I
U.S.
didn't
probably
see
leads
today's.
overall by a lot.
They do. We have 43 medals in total
Mhm.
Yeah,
out of all of them, but we are fourth in gold.
it's China first, right?
China is first with 13. France and Australia are both tied with 11,
Fucking home country shit.
and then USA has 9.
We got time to catch up on that, but you know what, Pat? If you look back in the last few Olympics, the U.S. have been losing the overall gold battle,
I know.
which kind of
Dude.
stinks.
What about shooting, bro? We didn't even medal in shooting.
You saw the
What the fuck? Why do we even have the Second Amendment?
Dude, the
we can't even fucking shoot right.
the Turkish hitman. showed
Yeah,
up.
dude, that was sick. That's a great.
Did you see that one, Pat?
That's a great.
I did not.
The dude went, and then you
Explain
see like
it.
the.
Explain it to him.
So there was like an Asian woman or whatever that like had to like high tech shit where she could like see great.
No,
with,
it was a
like,
guy.
I know. I know that. Well, let me just sort of
Oh, you
backstory.
take too long to get to the
No,
story,
hold
dude.
on, hold
No, I
on.
should have
So,
explained
yeah,
it.
there's a meme of this girl who has like all the high tech shit so she can see very well while she shoots and has like all this equipment. Then there's just the guy from Turkey who just pulls up with the gun, boom, and
No,
takes
all right, here's the joke.
silver or bronze.
Everyone else in shooting wears protective headgear and
Right.
goggles, and the guy from Turkey showed up without any of that, just whipped out his gun and goes and won silver
Yeah, yeah.
like a
That's
G.
hilarious.
Turkey, dude. You don't want to fuck around with Turkey. Oh, you can play some drops.
Well, I got
Yeah.
called out last week, so I had
He's
to,
on the board. He's on the board.
I'm on it to this week.
You're always on the drops on Mondays, but never here.
Yeah, I'm on the drops.
Anything else in Olympics that you guys saw that was
Oh,
cool?
dude, table tennis. Is what badminton reminded me of. Table tennis. Backstory. Anthony Edwards,
Mhm.
NBA, U.S. men's basketball player.
Mhm.
He was like on the boat for the opening ceremony. He was talking with the tennis women's team
Yeah,
or the
for
table
US?
tennis. Yeah, for table tennis. And
What do
he's
you
like,
tell him?
he's like, I can beat you. I can beat you. Like, let's play a game.
No,
He
I
was
think
so
he was
confident
saying
or somehow
they
get
were
a point.
they
or-
were saying that they would beat him. They would beat him 21-0. He goes, I can get a point on him.
And then he was him and I think LeBron and someone else, maybe Steph, or they attended the U.S. women's table tennis match, and there's a video of Anthony Edwards like he's like the Snoop Dogg, like just up in the stands, like let's go, like the only one.
Did they
Like,
win?
He was all hyped. I have no idea.
Oh.
They probably got taken down by the Chinaman.
Probably.
Those Asian countries are so good at ping
Well, that's
pong.
all they do, dude.
The
It's like
finals
it's like
were like Japan, China, and South Korea.
North Korea. North Korea didn't have a bad team. That's all they were battling.
North Korea has a team?
Yeah, North Korea. I know for a fact. North
Pat,
Korea
can we
had-
look up if North Korea's at the Olympics?
Yes. Yeah, because there was like a joke that it was like North Korea and
They
then like
shared the podium or something?
no, it was like in the opening ceremony, like whatever country was chilling with North Korea and like Iran. Like
They are. They have 2 silvers.
Oh, good for them.
I know. It was like a joke, or like some country was just chilling with North Korea and Iran, like on the boat.
Oh, here's a fun Olympic fact that you guys will like. Speaking of Koreans, the South Koreans invented, well, they hosted the Olympics about 40 years ago, and it was the first time they had team archery introduced at the Olympics. South Korea has never lost a gold medal in 40 years in archery, dude.
That's
Women-
crazy.
Women's or men's.
Who
Did
is
you hear
this?
me, dude?
Who is this? Sorry.
South Korea hosted
Oh.
the Olympics 40 years ago, and that was the first year they had team archery introduced in the Olympics. They've never lost a gold medal in 40 years in team archery,
That's crazy.
men's or women's.
I was watching that at work. That was high
Like,
level
at some
shit.
point, should we take it out of the Olympics?
No.
They just keep beating everyone. But they're bringing baseball back, you know.
And then
next
I
year,
love the fact
or
that
next war.
I love the fact that the surfing competitions is on the other half side of the world in Tahiti.
Surfing's kind of boring to
They
watch.
sent like Colin Jost of SNL to be like the
Surfing guy?
reporter, the reporter,
I said,
and
sure, I'll go.
well, and there was like a clip of him. I don't know if it was true or not, but he supposedly like stood in the water. He's gonna have like ankles deep in the water for like a live report, but then like he was like someone warned him like, oh yeah, by the way, someone just got like shark attacked over here. Like you might want to get out of the water or some shit or something like that. So it was fucking crazy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Victoria says hi.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Victoria.
Just
What
sent
up?
her the link.
Nice.
What up, Vic? Hello.
So I wanted to transition into I heard something on 101 and I found it very interesting.
We weren't off Olympics yet.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, he wanted to be done. So, okay, I was done.
Do you have anything else
You
to
have
say
any
about the
Olympics?
Want to ask Victoria what's been her favorite? We gotta ask the chat.
Victoria,
Interact-
what is your
interact with the
favorite Olympic sport as we
Yeah.
move on to the Cardinals?
Interact with the chat.
So as the Cardinals coming up, they blew it today, by the way.
Well, yeah,
Well,
we know
they
that.
were
And they
losing.
blew it
No,
last
night. Here, let me tell you about last night.
I
We're
know,
done
I
with
was at
Olympics now.
Cybers.
Okay, so here's what happened last night. I was listening to the game on the radio, kind of, and then I was going to bed, and I was like, oh, the Cardinals are going to win, but I kind of just wanted to hear the last inning, so I put it on my phone, KMOX,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know that feeling where you get where you're like half asleep and like
Yeah.
you're closing your eyes? That's what it felt like. And then when he said Swansby got the hit to tie it, I was like, felt like I fell off a bridge. I was like, wait, like, am I dreaming? And then the next batter, well, they got the base hit and they won the game. And I was just like, turn it off. I was like, that was nightmare fuel.
Yeah, for real.
Half
Fuck
asleep, Cubs walk off.
Dude,
bottom of
they
the
were
ninth,
acting like they won the
Wrigley.
World Series and they're like 9.5, I guess 8.5 games back. Like what? They
Okay.
like acted like they won the World
An
Series.
interesting
Fuck 'em.
point, though. Like, if we get swept in this series,
No, we're not. We're not.
I know, but like, if, how bad is that?
Bad.
We
Very.
don't. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Don't put that in the fucking atmosphere.
Okay.
After we just were buyers at the deadline,
If we get swept, like, is that like in a trend in the wrong direction, or
I mean, it's not over.
Did Victoria say anything, by the way?
she did not?
How
She
many
did not.
viewers we got?
We have 2.
Woo.
We've had 5 the whole episode.
Woo.
So, but after this Cubs series, our schedule does get tough, by the way. And this isn't, I think this
Name the
isn't-
teams. Go
So-
through teams.
So we have the Cubs right now this
Yep.
weekend.
Okay.
And then we got the Mets for one makeup game.
Yeah, that's huge. I know.
Yes. And then we have the Rays here.
Dylan Carlson comes back to Bush. That's quick.
Yeah. And then we have the Royals there. And then we have the Reds, Dodgers, Brewers.
We can
And-
beat the Reds.
I think
We can
after
beat the
that Brewers series, like, if we don't, like,
What do you mean? It's going.
do you
This
mean?
goes all the way till
What do you
fucking
mean,
September.
dude? What do you mean?
Cardinals devil magic doesn't run
Hold on,
out.
You're forgetting about
what the fuck, Pat?
the
You a Cubs fan?
guaranteed. Hold on,
No.
the guaranteed 8 or 9 game winning streak that's inbound.
Yeah, what the
oh,
fuck?
so this is
Inbound.
guaranteed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an 8 game
We
win
haven't gotten to
streak is
September.
Okay,
guaranteed.
but
Dude.
what if I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Like, what if we have an 8 to 9 game losing streak?
That
Why are you
wouldn't
putting that
happen.
in? Stop.
I'm not.
The
Stop.
Cardinals
You're
don't
putting
do
that
that
out there.
The Cardinals
Stop.
wouldn't do that.
Stop. Just stop.
Victoria
Don't-
says gymnastics, obviously.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah,
Um,
fair enough. Simone's a goat.
So I'm just saying, like, it could happen. I'm not saying I
Pat,
want it to happen.
I know, but just stop saying that. Don't put it out there.
Don't.
That's not the vibes we need.
She said, I also like women's rugby and swimming.
Oh, dude, how about that women's rugby when she trucks? She trucked that one girl. I don't know, it was like on Australia or something. Just like broke through and scored the touchdown to win the game at the last second.
I don't remember that one, but I was like, oh, Pat, this thing is
Oh, Pat, God.
I tightened it.
righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I was watching USA women's rugby versus Japan.
Oh, the Maher.
Dude, I was like trying to watch these tiny little Japanese girls trying to stop this 220 girl with braided tail from Boston just running like a bulldog.
Yo, yeah. Well,
Like,
and
good
then
luck stopping that.
we didn't even talk about the Simone Biles throwing the shade at the Michaela girl, Michaela Skinner or whatever, the former gymnastic girl.
I saw something about that, but didn't really understand. Can you explain? what
So
happened?
this Michaela girl, who's a former like gymnast, she was like an alternate. She wasn't even on an Olympic team. She was on like a YouTube live, and she'd been saying this for years supposedly. But she like said a YouTube live like right before the Olympics. She's like, "Yeah, in my honest opinion, this team is lazy and lacks work ethic, and they're just not gonna get it done." And like that's why Simone, when they won as a team, the gold, she was like just a bunch of lazy no work ethic Olympians or something like that. And then
Please, can I finish?
and that like went viral. And then she also then I think like the next morning the Michaela girl found out she blocked Simone. And then Simone tweeted out, was like, "Oop, I've been blocked." And like it just like
Girl drama.
Olympic
Yeah.
gymnastic drama.
Girls gymnastics drama.
Can't you can take the girls away from the drama, but you can't take the dramas out of the girls. Gymnastics, dude. It just means more.
Means more.
It means
Agreed.
more.
So City has a match as well this weekend.
Wait, I wanted to go back to the Cardinals because
Okay.
we started off so negatively. I mean, I guess it sucked with whatever Fetty's start today. That wasn't a great first impression. Not great. He's got to be better. He's got to be better than Lance Lynn. That's for sure.
Dude, what about Mike McGreevy?
I know. Well, here's the reason we didn't do that was obviously we had what's his name? I just said him. Fetty
Yeah.
coming in, and the Cardinals are on a 16-day game in a row streak. We're playing like 16 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought up a bullpen arm to help with that, with the bullpen. And Andres Palante is just our fifth starter. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a good start. You can't like if you matched up McGreevy's numbers to Palante's last start, you can't like be like, well, you gotta sit Palante.
No, I've always been a
You know,
Palante
I mean,
fan. I
I-
think
right.
he's decent.
Yeah, no, I mean that you could say the same. I think for McGreevy, like on that same
Well,
level.
but
So
the
it's
reason
like,
I'm leaning towards McGreevy, I'm always wanting that younger guy, AAA guy. Because, dude, that's what the Cardinals live off of, you guys.
the Cardinal way.
That's the Cardinal way. Some prospects who've been playing AAA for the last 2 or 3 years itching for that chance to come up to the big leagues. Remember Michael Waka? You guys remember him?
Absolutely,
that
I
run?
know. I remember tall man Michael Walker.
Like, when's the next Michael Waka coming?
Michael McGreevy.
Mike McGreevy.
Well, it's gonna be Tink Hens. That would be.
He is our best prospect
The
currently.
equivalent.
But I heard a rumor. You know who the best hitter in AAA is right now, and his name is not Jordan Walker or Victor Scott.
Who is this?
Sagisi.
Thomas Sagisi is the Cardinals'
Sagisi.
Where does
hottest
he
hitter
play?
in AAA.
He was up here for a bit.
Where does he play? Roper does infield,
he's
kind
like
of
a utility
utility.
guy.
He can play anywhere. He's a ball player, dude.
Gotcha.
He's a ball player.
Okay.
That's the
so
Cardinal
we,
way.
So we got some Cardinals on the way up.
He moved quick. He
Yeah.
came up. He was playing AA just last year and shredded it. And they already moved him up again. He's a AAA. Who did we trade him for last year? That was in the Montgomery deal, I think,
Ooh.
or the Hicks deal. Didn't Hicks go to Toronto?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we got him from Toronto for Jordan Hicks.
Nice.
I
So
would-
on the up and up, and we're still making the playoffs, correct?
Dude, the wild card is tight.
It's really tight. You want me to pull up the standings?
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet you we're competing with what, like 5 other teams? But there's 3 spots, right? There's 3 wild card spots.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to show while you're looking that up. I'm gonna show Nick this. This is the. This is after the trade deadline. Money Mo. Money Mo.
It's a meme of Mo, probably.
Oh yeah, it's just showing. It's just a highlight reel of just showing pictures of Mo.
Okay, I have these stats. We are
America's farm.
so we are 2.5 games back out of the wild card, and we're battling with Pittsburgh, the Mets, Arizona, San Diego, Atlanta.
Yeah, every NL team is in the. It's literally just the Phillies and the Dodgers way above the rest,
Correct.
and the Rockies and Marlins are the ones that are way to the wayside, and then
Yes.
it's everyone else.
And
Yeah,
the
I could've
Nationals
told you
are on
that.
their way out as well.
Well, yeah, we knew that. Washington's not serious. They haven't been serious since their World Series win, 2018.
It's between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams all battling for a wild card spot right now.
Yeah, I know. This is my problem that I brought up in the group chat with Bryce. I'm like, everyone is just like, with this expanded playoff format, owners and GMs know that they can spend just enough to be like playoff contenders. And then, because the perfect example is the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's like last year, like all you got to do is get in.
Right.
And then you get hot and you win. I mean, like, I'm not saying win it all. Like, that should be the method. But, I mean, it just seems like it's, like, encouraged almost to be mediocre and then just settle for almost making the playoffs or not making the playoffs.
Well, think about how long their
'Cause-
season is, dude. Baseball is mediocre.
But
with
they're
that.
like teams aren't spending like above the rest, where it creates an easy divide between like all these shit teams, but there's only like 2 shit teams in the NL, and then like there's everyone else, and then like the 2 above the rest.
Baseball has no salary cap, does it?
No,
Correct.
it doesn't. And so like I saw the stat: the Marlins payroll is less than what Aaron Judge makes in 1 year.
Which is crazy.
So like that's just like an example of.
All right.
The Yankees.
Anything else about the Cardinals you guys want to discuss? I mean, I thought it was great trade deadline. We gave up basically virtually nothing. Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman, sorry to see you go.
And then Dylan Carlson. I mean, he wasn't going to be a factor. We needed a bullpen arm, so rather have that.
Yeah.
Should we invite Tommy Pham into our fantasy football?
Yeah,
league?
how about Tommy Pham, dude? Yeah, for real. That guy. Can I tell? do you guys,
He's the Cardinal way we need it.
here's a question. Do you guys know how old Tommy Pham is? Could you guess?
31.
31.
Ooh.
He's 36.
Oh, damn.
But that just speaks to him, dude. He's got a lot of fire under his belt, dude. Even the players seemed excited. Like Matt Carpenter was like all about it, like bring him in, because everyone like thought of him as a locker room cancer, but he's the guy we need to hopefully get Goldschmidt. Like Goldschmidt, when we talk about Goldschmidt, when we talk about that grand slam home run by Tommy Pham, and like that was like the one time in a year that Goldschmidt has like cracked even a smile. Like, I mean, it's just these
Well,
things.
it's good that Tommy Pham can get Goldschmidt to turn, but what he should be worried about and what we should be very concerned about is Nolan Arenado, you guys. He's going downhill so quickly. Today, people are complaining about his at-bat with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
The count was 2-0. The pitcher had just walked the last 2 previous batters. the last 8 pitches, 6 of those were balls. He decides to swing on this pitch very far outside of the zone, flies out to left field, inning over.
He just looks off at the plate. Something's wrong.
Not happy playing baseball. His swing is terrible. Watching a guy get old in front of literally in front of your eyes this season.
It's sad.
The only other player I can ever remember watching him get old just so quick was Drew Brees. You guys remember Drew Brees' last season? He
Yes.
couldn't even throw the ball 40 yards down the field.
Brett Favre
True.
was one of those.
Well, Brett Favre kind of tried hanging it in there and coming back, so that's a little different. But
They're all gonna laugh at you.
I mean, you can't complain about his defense. His glove is still elite.
Yeah.
His defense is still amazing.
Speaking of football, football's back, dude.
Hall of
Got
Fame
rained
game
out.
did
Got
just
rained
happen.
out a little bit, but hey, are we guys gonna be tuning into the Bears Hard Knocks?
When does that air?
I mean, soon. It's like training camp, which is August.
I do want to see Caleb
I
Williams.
saw a bunch of the New York Giants stuff.
The off-season one.
Yeah.
That one's, for the summer
That
one.
one's pretty funny because it's just like
Well,
how
they're
they just
stuck
like
with Daniel. They're stuck with Danny Dimes.
because they just like
Mm-mm,
I don't know how you
mm-mm,
just let
mm-mm. Drew Lock.
Well, dude, amen.
Drew Lock.
Amen. I
Mizzou
agree. I'm
May.
just totally agree. Amen. Love that. Yes, that is what they need. Clearly, the answer is right in front of them, but they're just spending all that money on Danny Dimes for nothing. And I'm just saying, like, they can't go out and get a better QB than like Danny Dimes, but that's why they had Drew Lock.
exactly. But
Room for the G.
what I was just saying is it's funny how they just kind of let Saquon walk.
Well,
like-
they didn't. They didn't. They offered him, but he wanted out of there.
Well, no, they offered him a lot of less money than Philly did.
Well, I mean, they couldn't offer him more because of the shit that they're in.
Right.
So it's all on them.
Even if they were to offer him more, he definitely should have went to Philly.
Yeah.
Still. Change the scenery. Saquon was such a talked about prospect. Didn't he get drafted like 2nd overall?
Second. Ooh, I'd have to
Look that up, but I want to say 2nd overall. What do you say, Roper?
I think it was third, maybe.
I'm gonna stick with my
I'm
second.
going lower. I'm going lower. But anyways, he's back in PA, dude. Penn State, man. Back
Exactly.
in PA. Happy Valley.
Not too far down the road from Philly.
He was the second overall pick.
Woo.
Good catch.
That's one for Shaw.
There you go. But football is right around the corner. I think we're gonna start next week about talking football, if that's okay with you guys.
We're talking football right now.
Or we could talk football right
Talking
now.
football
Yeah,
right
literally
now.
like 20 days away from the Wisconsin trip.
You know what we should do next week, actually? And I'm going to say it now so we can all do homework. And we're all going to pick. We'll do 3 players. And maybe we can just do like a draft it, kind of. But we'll do kind of what PMT does. New faces and new places.
Oh, yeah.
No one mentioned any of that now. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay,
Top 3 new faces in new places.
gotcha.
Fair enough.
I like that.
Anything else on football before we move on?
Anything else on football?
Wisconsin draft coming up. Should be interesting. Should be a fun trip.
We have preseason this weekend? More preseason?
Yes. No, next weekend.
Yeah, it's still a little bit.
It was
away.
just the Hall of Fame game.
It was the Hall of Fame game,
Yeah,
which
that's why
was
not even like
the
anyone.
Texans and
sh-
the Bears.
Yeah.
And not even Stroud or
No,
Williams.
they
played.
didn't dress.
No.
The Jonathan Owens on the Bears is in fucking Paris rooting on Simone Biles.
And he shouldn't have done that really because I don't think he has a roster spot secured.
I don't know.
He's kind of a journeyman, isn't he? He's not a
Well, he
starting
played for
player.
the Packers last year, and then
I was mistaken. It is Thursday, August 8th. So that's next Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we don't
right,
have to
so
wait a
next
full
weekend.
week.
Right.
but yeah.
But almost next weekend.
Almost, yes. But preseason starts
Let's talk about
Thursday.
college football, you guys.
That's in 3
Because
weeks.
that's even sooner.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. dude.
Mizzou opens up on a Thursday night, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, against like Murray State or Buffalo or something.
What do you think the spread will be?
I'll take it. I'll take Missouri on the spread every fucking week. I
Let's
can.
go, dude. Let's
And I'll just roll it over.
roll them. Yep. oh,
They got Murray State first.
Yeah. It was
And we're
Murray
gonna
State
we're taking the spread no matter what.
It's like Murray State, Buffalo, UMass, or some shit.
Yes.
This is a Mizzou revenge tour.
Win, 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 win. Win.
You are
win, win.
favored by 47?
Sounds about right.
Is that right?
Dude, should we bet? Should we take a
Oh,
futures?
that's the over under 47 and a half.
We'll take
We'll take the
47
overs.
spread. We'll take alternate spread 47. Fuck it.
Mine is 47.5.
By the way, speaking of betting odds, did you hear about that new tax law shit that DraftKings passed?
What?
It's like it said something about like if say like a minus 110 bet or something, it like think of like say the Cardinals are minus 110 to beat the Cubs tomorrow. It you would have like with this new it doesn't start till January. It doesn't start till January 2025. But it's like it moves. It's as if you were placing a bet on like minus 130 or minus 140 with that. So yeah, and it's all about winnings. You're only taxed on the winnings and shit or something like that.
Who's getting a cut of this? The federal government?
Yeah, it's all going to DraftKings. and
No,
more taxes.
dude.
Yeah.
Just DraftKings is doing this?
That's what I've heard. It's
DraftKings
like
can go
FanDuel's
fuck
okay.
themselves,
Yeah,
dude.
I heard like
Won't
FanDuel
ever
and like
bet with them.
ESPN bet are.
That's a big
fine
difference,
or
dude.
something.
I was expecting you to say if you took a minus 110 bet, it would be minus 115 or something. At the
Maybe it's
most.
less than that. Maybe it's like minus 120 or something. But it's something crazy like that.
That's
It's still-
ridiculous.
and
Did you just hear him, Pat?
Sorry, I was
So
trying to
there's a
find the
new
spreads.
DraftKings law they're thinking they're going to pass. And then starting in January, if you take a bet that's minus 110, after you get your winnings, it would have been like if the bet was minus 130 or minus 140
because of the tax.
because the tax is on it that they're
Oh.
going to collect on
They're
your
now
winnings.
they're now taxing. us,
DraftKings CEO Jason Robbins reaffirmed strategy behind the winning bet tax on today's earnings call. Bank that the product is so good that bettors will be willing to pay the 3 to 5% fee on each winning bet.
but- Oh, so now they get to make more money that they already do. Okay,
Yeah.
fun.
Awesome. Yeah, basically, that is the headline.
Yeah,
Correct.
basic. Yeah, football's coming up. It should be fun, boys. Should be fun. Have you done any studying lately, or
I've been trying to read some dark horse Heisman candidates, and I'm liking. Oh God, I'm leaning the dude from Texas, Quentin Ewers.
yeah,
I think he might be really freaking good.
yeah, Jalen
Or
Milroe.
Shador. The hype is real with Shador.
Shador Sanders.
Yeah, Colorado's gonna be the real deal.
Colorado's
O-line.
Oh, shut the fuck
I saw
up.
some hype videos on Twitter, bro,
Get
and it was
outta
like,
here.
look at Colorado's O-line. They look beefy, dude.
They're
Oh,
all
Jesus.
beefy.
Look like they got some beefy white dudes out of the Nebraskan cornfields.
All right.
God damn. Jesus.
I can't with this man.
They're gonna protect Shador all season, dude. It's a Super Bowl every week.
So you're back on the Colorado
It's a
train.
Super Bowl every week in Colorado.
You're back on.
Oh,
Are you back on that train
God.
again?
Oh, I was never left to coach Prime Train, dude. What are you talking about?
You never left. So after people left, you never left.
I've been prime time. Lucas has stayed prime time.
Whoa. We never don't speak for the Luke.
This is a prime time podcast. What time do we start the Lucas every week?
7.
Prime time.
Oh, Jesus.
That is. I will
All right,
give you.
we're done with college football.
I want some. We're gonna put some Coach Prime
sound bites.
sound
on
bites
here?
in that for next week.
All right, you got it.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's move on to City, who have a game this weekend on Sunday.
Let's talk
Yep,
about
we've already.
Tim Parker getting traded.
Well,
The
hold on. Let me
first
set the
player
stage.
to score a goal in City history.
With Leagues Cup, which we're boycotting in sport. Anyways, I've been working the matches, so I can't count as boycott. I'm being paid to be there, so don't shame me. Anyways, great match Saturday. We had a dub against FC Dallas. Fuck them. They injured Celio Pompeo and took him out for the year. Fuck them. And Wednesday or Thursday, they played FC Juarez, who we've been scouting for weeks.
yeah.
Right? We're prepared. FC Dallas wasn't. They lost, which means they lost two games.
So
They're
gone.
out. They're out.
So we
We
had to
already
beat-
clinched
Yeah.
a promotion. Like, we're advancing. But Sunday is going to determine our match against FC Juarez, who we've been scouting. We got to be ready and hopefully get the win against them and finish above them in the group. So that way we play a lesser opponent in round 32. Because obviously,
So we already advanced.
yeah, we've clinched it because FC
Let's
Dallas is
go,
ass.
dude.
I know.
We
Yeah.
advanced.
We advanced in a tournament. Look at
Without
that.
playing a game.
Look at that.
We have a
Who knew
chance
we
for
could
a
do that?
trophy.
I know. And then what sucks is for the continuation of this tournament, there's gonna be no drums or anything. Like for like the big matches, like quarterfinals.
Fuck that, dude. Lucas will be there. We're bringing
Yeah.
the noise.
Yeah.
By the way, City 2 had a match tonight. I guess the boycott doesn't count for City 2 because the SCL Santos group was there. They brought their own drums for like the little section. It's not they don't really open the supporter section for the City 2 matches, but like Santos had their own section or whatever, and shout out STL Santos. I don't know if you saw the clip I sent in the group chat like yesterday. He was just on top of like his car waving the flag just like that. He was just like the only guy, and he was like singing by himself to the training, the practice training that they were doing.
Oh, I did. That was that guy?
Yeah, that's STL Santo, dude. He's like my favorite fan of all time. Ultimate
Yeah,
fan.
he does go hard.
he
I
did
have
it-
seen him around.
He did it for like 20 minutes, and then they're like, "You just want to come in?" And he got invited into the training. He was like just there rooting them on with his bullhorn and flag.
Yeah.
What a guy.
What a guy.
I would love to have like a no job and just show up to training and like just be like that.
Eli
guy.
says, Lucas.
Yeah.
All caps.
Yo, what up,
Welcome,
Eli?
Eli.
He's gonna be at this table in like an hour.
Yeah, we got to switch it over to the poker table. So City plays Sunday.
Right. But now I want to get into it. No Tim Parker. Tim Parker was traded today to the New England Revolution.
This is
Which
news to
supposedly-
me.
Tim Parker gone.
Like what was weird about this trade was I would assume it's finalized now, but before it was finalized because they were still like arguing over like how much general allocation money and GAM or whatever is gonna be sent to New England or whatever. Because it is a great deal. I mean, this guy we're getting is 26 and Parker's 31. He was gonna be leaving after the season anyways.
Center back, too?
Yeah, he put center back.
Good. We need more of those.
Obviously he's shorter than Tim Parker, so I saw the stat like they compared the stats between Parker and this guy, and like Parker wins in like aerial wins, like duels or whatever, because he's taller. But this guy's block shots more and shit, and like more versatile and like passing. So
I saw a clip. His name's Kessler, right?
yeah, and he also is a nefarious like time waster.
That's the
Did
clip
you
I
see-
saw. So the clip was the
Ball went
ball
out of
was
bounds.
already out of bounds, and it was the other team's throw. He goes out of his way, out of bounds, to kick the ball into the stands, and then he takes the ball away from the
That's
ball
on
boy.
a stand.
It's on
yeah.
the stand, and he throws that ball in the crowd too.
That's the player I want. Damn it.
Yes. And he had a tweet today. He's like, I always liked arches.
I think he'll get along just fine in St. Louis. And the
He's
fans will
fitting
like him
right
just
in.
fine.
He's fitting in right in. But I am gonna miss Tim Parker and his wife. His wife and him were great ambassadors of the city. They always went on like STL local podcasts about like food and like shit, and like talked about the different restaurants they went to and like promoted small businesses.
And I always saw him out and about around town at
he
Amsterdam
would be
and
at
at
Tower Grove Park.
Maggio's and the pitch across the street.
And then this, speaking of that, brings me to who I met on Saturday night.
What'd you meet?
So Saturday night I worked a match or whatever. Eli, shout out Eli, drove me back to his place, and I found out Bennett and his brother went to the city match, and then they went to McGurk's after to hang out with like Mitch's friends from Mo State or something, and like Bennett knew some Vianney guys up there, so I was hanging out with them, and guess who walks in? Guess which city player walks in McGurk's?
Let me guess.
Toykert.
No.
Hartol.
No, not
Damn.
one of the new. Played here last year.
Indiana.
Yes, correct.
Nice.
And I gave him a hug, like almost was gonna
Does
take
the
a shot
beard
with
look
him.
the same in person?
Yeah,
with
it's
the curls.
awesome. I gave him hella props, and I was so mad at myself because that night before, before I left for the city match, I took a shower and I decided to shave the stash. And I was pissed that I couldn't be like, I was gonna ask him. I would have asked him. I'm like, whose stash is better? But I mean, he was a genuine guy. He was gonna take a shot with me, but then he's like, oh, my Uber's here or whatever. But I was gonna buy him a shot. I was like, I was telling him about how I'm a worker at City Park, because what was cool for these Leagues Cup matches, Eli can attest to. They've been doing this for Leagues Cup matches where the players like walk in, they get dropped off by the bus before one of the
I
entrances.
did hear about that.
And they walked in, and so when they walked into the stadium to get down to the locker room, was in between there was our meeting for the ushers. We have like a 20-minute meeting before every match, and they walked right past us, behind us, and I was like, what's up, dude?
He was just fan giggling over there.
Hell yeah, dude. It was fucking dope.
Speaking of that, Victoria says I matched with the City player on Hinge.
No way.
Cap.
That's
Cap.
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 Well, who? It had to be Novki Thorson. He's the only guy I can think
Thorson.
of that is our age and single.
Eli says right behind us, man, 3 feet from the whole team.
Yeah, literally. It was
That's
fucking
cool.
dope. He's working City. What if Lucas should join and be
You
ushers?
just
at
broadcast
City.
from City Park every week.
You guys should be ushers at City Park with me and Eli. You guys should think about
Good.
that.
Huh.
Get paid to be there.
Nothing really going on with the Blues. Obviously, the Battlehawks are out of
But,
season.
Yeah. Big match for City against FC Juarez. We've been hyping it up. We've been talking about it for weeks.
But it
We're
means nothing, though. Oh, no,
got-
you
well-
said we need to get a better spot to get a lesser opponent next round.
yeah.
What happens if we draw?
I'd have to look. I don't know what the result of the FC Dallas. I'm assuming they won outright and we're both at 3 points. 3 points.
Victoria says, yes, I did. I'll tell you he was ugly, but I matched for the clout. I'll go look. Hold on.
Thorson.
Yeah. She said ugly. It has to be Thorson. Sorry, Thorson. If you listen to this, Novki.
So should we get into Twitter rants as well? As we're waiting on Victoria's name.
Yeah, I started a little war with some Cubs fans last night.
Oh, let's hear it.
Actually,
I'll get into a Twitter point I had this week.
Oh.
Some soccer. What'd you say?
Oh, so no, continue. I didn't mean to.
So some soccer account, I don't know which one, but they were tweeting their political takes, and I just said something along the lines of, yeah, I agree with this guy. You should keep your political, or keep this account with the soccer takes and put your political takes on your burner account like everyone else. Just switch it. Just switch in between. You can have 2 accounts.
You can.
Just keep soccer for soccer and then put your other opinions elsewhere.
Roper's got something. What's he got? Just raging.
A Cubs fan said to the final score last night when the Cubs won 5-4, he said, Cubs win, we own you. And then Roper just tweeted the picture of Nelly counting all the rings.
That's pretty good. A little off screen. I guess this is Twitter. Eli did say Nick Letty and his dad caught that monster sturgeon out in Canada.
That
Oh, I
was
saw
sick.
that on Twitter, yeah.
Yes. I also saw that. That was a monster.
Oh, Battlehawk news. Hakeem Butler's signed with the Bengals.
Yes, that is huge news as well. Congrats, Hakeem.
And our running back, Sailors, is with the Giants.
Nice. Any other Twitter news? Or should we move into OTR?
Dude, this was hilarious.
What?
This is a video that Big Cat tweeted, and he goes, is this real? And it's just like...
Send that to me. Send that to me.
So it's like
And
they
edit.
edited Travis Kelce and they put like a CGI like Taylor Swift over him, and it's like Taylor Swift running like down the field like after she just caught the ball.
If it's real, will you send that to me?
That's
Send
funny.
that immediately.
Any other Twitter rants? So you had a feud with the Cubs.
No, I'm just keeping up with the same old Big Brother Twitter.
Oh my God, this was the funniest thing ever. Oh, they took it down? Yep. It was, it said, congratulations to Palestine for winning the 100-meter gold medal at the Paris Olympics. And then there was the clip of the dictator of this guy running and like shooting everyone.
Oh,
Jesus.
no. That's so bad. Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is another funny meme I thought of. You know the Impractical Joker episode where Joe is doing a punishment? He's doing gymnastics.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to show that video to my kids in 30 years, and I'm going to tell them this was Simone Biles.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Should we get into a little OTROT? We'll start with Mr. Roper over there. I feel like he's ready to roll.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I
got
have so many OTROTs, you guys.
Let's hear them.
I got plenty.
I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert on
Yes,
Tuesday.
I heard that was fun.
That was awesome. I haven't been to that many concerts in general, and not that many at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Maybe about like
Was
5.
it lawn seats, by the way?
They were lawn seats.
Okay.
Dudes, I've never seen more people at a concert in my life.
They're electric.
It took us an hour to get in there from just off the
Yes.
highway to park to get in the stadium or the arena.
Mhm.
An hour.
The big parking
And
lot.
then we rented lawn seats. I took my girlfriend Miranda. Shout out Miranda. There were so many people that there were no spots to put our chairs. You couldn't even fit 2 more chairs in the lawn anywhere. And so we just kind of walked down, and I plopped down just right in front of these people in their blanket, like in the middle of the row. And then like eventually they were like, "Hey, would it help if you guys scooted back a little bit and we could scoot over?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, if that's better for you guys, we'll scoot back." And we had to work with people around us, and they let us in.
Right.
But the show was about an hour and a half. It was awesome. No, they rocked.
Yeah. Red Hot Chili
They still
Peppers.
jammed.
Yep.
And we left
All
early.
all the original band members are still there, correct?
I think so.
Yes.
I was a little disappointed with the singer.
Was
The
he
lead
a little
vocalist?
drunk?
I don't know if it was because it was the last show of the tour and he was just tired, or if he's just older and he can't hit those notes anymore.
I don't think he can.
I don't think he
anymore.
can hit those notes
This
anymore
was
'cause
his
how
last.
old he is.
By the way, this was their like farewell tour, I believe.
Glad I saw him.
Yeah.
That was the last show of the tour. That could have been their last show ever.
Right. They just got inducted in the Hall of Fame, I believe, 2 years ago.
I know they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah, they were fantastic. Still took an hour getting out of there too.
Oh yeah, that parking lot's a mess.
And we left before the last 2 encore songs were done.
Yep.
We were in our car already.
Yep. It takes forever to get out of that damn parking lot. It is the worst parking lot to get
It
out
is.
of.
It's crazy. Why would we want Why do people want NFL stadiums or any stadium where the parking lot is like that? I would never ever go to a game if my team had a parking lot like that. I
So you're
swear.
just dissing
Like the
on
Dodgers.
Well, I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't drive to the game. Let me say that. Because people don't drive to White Sox games.
Right.
People take the subway. People don't drive to Wrigley. It's in a freaking neighborhood. There's no parking lots.
True. I took the
You
L
take the
to
L.
Wrigley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they took the L.
I took the subway when I was in New York when I saw the Cardinals play the Mets at Citi Field. Citi Field is crazy, dude. I don't know if I've said it on the pod before.
I think you have. It's like off the grid.
It's in a big sporting complex, so it's
Right.
where the U.S. Open is, where they have all the tennis
Right.
courts.
Yeah.
It's a cool area.
A lot of the new stadiums are doing that now. So like the new stadium for the Bills, they're having like a whole sports complex. The new Bears stadium is
Like an
gonna-
entertainment district around it.
Yes.
Cardinals did it first.
Ballpark Village.
The Bears are doing it. The Tennessee Titans are also doing it as well. So all these new stadiums are getting entertainment.
We need to go see a Titans game, I think, this year, boys. Probably Titans, because they're going to tear that stadium down.
I'm
Or
gonna.
Colts. I wouldn't mind going to a
Yeah,
Colts
I
game.
kind of want to go to Indy this year to see the Finns play personally, but that's just me.
What game is that?
That is in October, and they're in Indy, I believe. I'd have to look.
Well, you could do that.
I just want to see my Finns play this year. That's my only goal.
Nice.
Rope, you got an OTROT this week?
I got plenty, dude. I got a lot. I'm going to talk about last night's rain out softball.
Oh yeah, that was
Ooh.
rough.
I did not attend.
Yeah.
Smart move, actually.
I mean, because it was the third inning and we got rained on.
we got poured on while the
Yeah,
other team's
I'm
in
not-
the dugout.
I've been praying for that to happen like every week. Not gonna lie.
Why, you just don't want to play anymore?
Are you not going to be around for the next session?
No, yeah, I'm definitely retiring. I'm
Yeah, I
I'm a one
figured.
and done. I should have never agreed to this. This was a terrible mistake on my part.
You live and learn.
But I'm having
It's
it's,
the same-
fun, kind of.
Yeah, it's just far.
It's
I'm
just
thinking-
so far.
I'm I'm thinking of suggesting somewhere closer.
Yeah.
Personally.
well,
hopefully,
it's not
Kirkwood
closer
or
for
Forest
them.
Park.
They all live up there.
No, they don't. Not all of them. Most of them. Most of them, yes. But like, I've counted. It's half the team lives over here, half the team lives over
Make
there.
another team down here.
Right.
I want to do Forest Park. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, I would rather do like Forest Park,
Oh,
or I was gonna have to look at Afton Athletics.
Just a
as well.
stone's throw from Shaw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should have never played.
Oh,
It's so far. And I'm not, I'm not used to playing 2 games in a row. We were saying that like crazy people in the dugout last week, but then I thought about it, and that is how like select baseball players, they go play a series. They play a weekend. They play like 4 or 5 games
Right.
a day.
Oh, and then I want to talk about somehow when I was like rained on out there, somehow I came back into the
Oh yeah.
dugout.
Oh
the
yeah.
dugout
With the mystery sauce.
Dude, literally, it was like this is my new jersey. I have a different jersey of this. I was wearing this type of jersey. I think
This exact
I was
one
wearing
almost.
I was wearing the Wainwright jersey last night. There was this big ass like thing. It looked like a splash of I don't know.
It looked like
I don't know some
was-
spot right here. And it was gross looking.
it was,
Pat, I walk into the dugout and everyone's like wondering what the fuck it is. Pat just goes, "Oh, it's a leaf," and then he wipes at it.
No,
he wiped
I
at
did
it.
it with
You
the
touched it. You
with the
touched it,
finger.
and he wiped it, and you like rubbed it in more. He's like, "It's a
What
leaf."
was it?
Wait, hold on, no, hold on. And then Pat, with his finger that he has the mystery sauce on,
Oh,
almost,
you licked
almost,
it. You
almost,
licked it.
dude. Imagine you're Charlie. He almost like looks at Charlie like wants to wipe it on Charlie, and then he almost wipes it on me after Charlie's like, "Get the fuck away from me." Then he almost wiped it back on me. Oh,
You already-
you wiped it on yourself.
you
I
already
guess.
had
on
it.
my pants.
And then the Chris guy that he's like always in the outfield. You probably reckon
Mhm.
he's like kind of like I don't know, buzz cut.
Our best player in the outfield.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of them. Yeah. Chris takes a swipe at it and then sniffs it and he goes, "This barbecue sauce."
Yeah, but he was on the field.
And
we
I
don't know.
I don't know how I got barbecue sauce. I didn't eat a barbecue sandwich in the concession
You
stand.
probably ate a hot dog.
No, I
and
didn't
you
eat
forgot.
anything.
No, he didn't eat.
I
thing.
showed up to the game. My theory is when I was making plays, like trying to attempt to make plays out in infield at second base during the rain, I feel like I picked up some like mud from the dirt with my glove and it like sprayed on me or something. I don't know.
And there was barbecue sauce in the mud.
I don't know. See. They said it was
The
barbecue. I don't know.
Hold on. What if did someone run by you from first to second when you were in the field that inning?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he attacked me in barbecue.
Someone
sauce.
threw barbecue sauce on you, dude.
Without
That's
even
funny as
looking.
hell. What if the runner had a little thing of barbecue sauce and he
got
ran
me,
by
dude.
you and went like
He
that?
fucking got
It
me
looked
right
like
here.
it looked like
Dude,
someone fucking.
That's
perfectly
funny as
spit-
hell. I think the opposing player ran by you from first to second and sprayed you with
Dude,
barbecue sauce.
yeah, fucking ambushed me.
That's
Well,
golden.
But it was nice. Like, Pat was lame, went home. You would have been lame too, would have went home. But
Yeah.
we all went to the Cybergs afterwards and got beers. We were there till midnight, dude. Fucking, well, I mean, like Boone Shaft and most of the team like left around like 11:30. But like me, Bennett, Andy, and Chris, we stayed at the bar. Chris bought us like a round of shots. And then like Bennett's like, I have to drive home, dude. I need to order ice water. So we all hung around and talked while Bennett sipped on ice water and like sobered up for the next 15 minutes before we drove. But yeah, That was interesting. And then we got some girl drama with my past an ex.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no. Do we want to bring this up live, or can we
Yeah,
talk it
no,
off?
it's fine. No, it's
it's fine.
She brought this on herself. Brittany decided to block everyone except me. Like McKenna, they were all texting in the group chat today. McKenna, Boonshaft, Victoria, Brock, Caitlin. She blocked them all on social media. I'm sure you guys maybe look up her Instagram, see if you guys are blocked. Let's find out. But like just randomly today, like she like blocked everyone.
I don't care enough to look at it right now.
Pat's looking. I'll take it. But dude, yeah, I don't know. We're living rent free in Brittany's head. Who lives in Omaha, by the way? Fucking loser.
Shit, we don't. I don't.
With
I
some
don't
loser
follow
ass.
her anymore. I unfollowed her.
Yeah.
Oh, but like you can like look her up and like see like her
I can see her profile.
like you
correct.
were about to like follow her if you
Yeah,
want it.
yes.
Okay, interested.
Interesting. Interesting.
like-
Victoria says I'd like to comment. Well, let's hear your comment then. What did I do?
Yeah, we
did
don't
I?
know. We don't know. We live.
we'll
we
never
live
know.
rent free in her head. I don't know.
What did I ever do to her? We don't know, Victoria.
We don't.
We'll
know.
never know.
We'll never know. She lives in Nebraska. That's what we did to her.
Actually, I don't think she blocked me. I'm gonna hit her up and ask if she wants to be on Lucas next week, and we'll ask her.
Yeah, yeah. Let's bring it in. Drive up the viewership. Get some drama in here. Fuck it.
She got mad. I got Brian.
Who's Brian?
She's mad. I got Brian. I don't know who Brian.
We'll save that for next week. Ladies of the Lucas, tune back in next week, everyone.
Next
We
week.
might have
Pat-
a mystery guest calling in.
Pat, what do you got for OTROT?
Fuck.
Someone here, by the way.
Oh, I got my Blues season tickets.
Season tickets?
Not season. Not sorry.
the
Misphrased.
12.
The
season
12
12
game.
back,
Yes.
okay.
Do you know the games?
No, I do not. I can ask my father for that. But we are in middle of the ice on the
Which
11
section?
rows, 303, I believe,
Oh yeah.
304,
Nice.
some one of those,
Center ice.
center ice. But yeah,
And you guys always buy them through the Blues, right?
yes,
Nice.
he's got a rep.
They
that he
do. I know.
calls.
Trust me. I bought like a Christmas thing one year, or like some whatever. Blues got my email somehow, and all they do is email, call me nonstop. The reps, they're annoying as hell.
Well, they got to meet their quotas.
Pat, how much did
Oh, maybe they
12
can
game
s-
packs cost for just you?
Just me, $646 for the whole 13 games they give you.
Oh, 13?
Well, 13 includes a preseason game, but it adds up to a lot.
Yeah, you're paying
$60 a ticket.
$60
A ticket.
a game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the $20 ones. Let's see.
We'll take the week, but he's gonna go to some weekend.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
games.
That's fair.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
gonna see some good opponents.
It's me and my father do this.
No, I
thing.
know. We're not shaming you. I'm just myself. I'm just not gonna do that.
I mean, fair enough, fair to you, but that's what I do with my father every year. We buy 3 tickets and we have a
Right.
wild card every game.
Yeah, I appreciate being that wild card sometimes.
Yeah, we'll take some wild card spots. We'll take some wild card spots.
You're more than welcome. Victoria says, "Please confirm I said Brina, not Brian."
Oh,
Brina.
Brina.
Were you at the lake that weekend? Were you there that time? The
Never.
Brina situation?
Don't know any Brinas.
No, it's not. It's not like a girl. It's a fucking the Squishmallow. You remember the Squishmallow craze?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and how much Brittany is obsessed with that. I'm still in her Facebook group, by the way, that she like owns. So I don't know. But anyways, besides the point, there was a lake of the Ozarks weekend, and like Brittany's like #1 Squishmallow that is never like found was at the Deerbergs in Lake of the Ozarks. There was 2 of them or something, but she wasn't with McKenna and Abby, who went to Deerbergs.
And they bought the 2.
They bought the 2 because McKenna wanted one, and so did Abby, and like they bought the last 2.
But Brittany wanted it.
Yeah. And like that was like a situation. They like Victoria knows. I don't know. Maybe Victoria.
It was all
bought one,
downhill
too.
after Squishmallows, man. It was all
Squishmallows.
your.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Wow.
I think you're.
I didn't do
doing
it.
Okay.
Boonchef's girlfriend McKenna, she was into it. Like everyone, people like some things. People like other things. I can't hate on the crave.
Well,
With that,
I will hate on Squishmallows.
I'm
I'm a
just
Squishmallow
that-
hater.
I don't know.
Sorry, Squishmallow lovers. I'm a Squishmallow hater.
People like some things, people like others.
No. Pat, give me a ding on hating Squishmallows. Thank you.
you got it.
All
All
right,
right.
I have more OTROTs.
What you got?
I did a brewery tour finally.
Oh, yes, I did see that
Anheuser-Busch.
Snapchat of you.
Dude, it was so cool.
What's the best part?
The best part was that it was raining on our brewery tour, and you start up in this one room, and guy's giving you some information. He gives
is-
you a hat, some glasses.
Is this in the bottling facility? Is that where that
we
room
went.
is?
We were on the best tour, so we saw everything. But
Right.
we were starting off in the main.
How much did that
building.
tour
Okay.
cost, by the way?
I don't know which one. I didn't pay for it, but I think it was like $30, $40 or something.
The brewmaster.
Gotcha.
Anyhow,
He's got money.
it was raining, so we couldn't leave the building. And the guy asked us, he was like, "What do you guys want to do?" And I was like, "We should just go back up to the room we're in and just drink." And he goes, "Okay." And then he goes, "Come on, everyone." And he brings the whole tour back upstairs. And then he poured everyone an extra beer to start off the tour.
There you go.
And then
So this was in the main building where
So you
were?
got everybody another round for the.
a free round to start us off. Yeah. And I
love
was
it.
joking, and he goes, "Okay." He goes, "That's a good idea." I was like, "Fuck yeah." And then we got one off the bat, and then we went to the stables, and then the cooling room, and then the bottling room.
Yeah.
And then the last stop is the final process room, obviously, to like get a drink out of the big taps.
Yeah.
Dude,
Best
the most,
beers ever.
the freshest beer I've ever had in my entire life.
Been sitting there on that in that fucking brewery
Like,
in you for 25 years.
The
didn't even
freshest
go.
beer you could ever think of. It was Budweiser, but it tasted so crisp. And I was kind of drunk at this point, too. It tasted like Bud Light, dude. I was drinking it like water. I drank 3/4 of a pint glass, and then everyone else filled theirs up. And then I went back and filled it again, and then drank like a quarter of that, and then topped it off one more time before we left. I filled
Who'd
it
you
up
go
like 3
with?
times. Miranda and her friends.
Gotcha. Nice.
It was a great time.
That's awesome.
Oh, little OTROT back to softball. While we were at Cybers last night, Charlie was there finally because he had been missing like the last
Mhm.
2 weeks. And so this is the first time like Bennett and Charlie interacted since that fateful
Oh.
incident.
Yeah.
And like Bennett, Charlie like was just like asking him like out of the blue, he's like, "So how much did that all cost you?" And like Bennett like went into the full details of like how he had to get like 2 CT scans and like
Yeah.
all the different shit that like
Oh my
at
god.
the emergency room. And he was like, before insurance, it was like $4,100,
Yeah.
and then like
It was
I-
1,200 out of pocket,
Yeah.
I believe,
something
for
like
the
that.
2 CTs.
And then like and then like we were giving. That's why in the chat, I don't know if you saw the chat. It was like
That's what that meant.
yeah, because this was when after the team had left and whatever, and like it was just me, Bennett, Chris, and Andy. Yeah, Chris is like we were re-explaining to Chris. I don't know if he heard it the first time, but Bennett was explaining it to him, and he was like, "He at least owes you a pitcher the next game."
He owes you a pitcher, man. You want a pitcher, not a belly itcher.
And then he was just like, I'm gonna say something in the chat.
There you go.
Me and Bennett were dying last week.
That's funny.
Oh, that is good. And one more
Bongs,
OTROT
bongs.
for me. I saw Twisters finally.
Oh, I wanted to
Good?
see that. Is
Oh,
it good?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh.
One,
6 out of 10.
Oh.
too Hollywoody, or like too
There
much.
weren't enough references of the old one, and I thought that's what they were going for because they used the same font as the old one, and I thought it wasn't Twister 2, but it was Twisters plural.
Right.
So I thought, and it's just like
They didn't play into the original.
the love interest between Glenn Powell and Daisy, whatever her name is. It's like
Here's a
didn't
question:
really
Did this
go
take
anywhere?
Did this take place in the same town that Twister did, or whatever? Or did they like?
I mean, they were in
reference it at all?
Oklahoma again. The only reference really was at the very beginning. They had Dorothy the machine, and he was like, they were complaining about it because it was so old, and he goes, "But we know it works at least." He goes, "It's field tested."
Mm.
So like,
Oh.
I do the first one, but
Victoria asked if we won. We did not.
we
Well,
never
well,
won.
well-
We never will win.
Whoa, wait,
Whoa,
hey,
whoa,
this
whoa,
team,
whoa.
no, this team we would have
Wha-
beat last night. We would have clapped them.
Yeah.
The rain saved this team.
Really?
Yeah, we were tied 3-3 going into the 4th, 5th inning.
Yeah. And we would have easily clapped their cheeks if we would have settled in full game. And they after the rain delay or whatever, we weren't sure if we were gonna because it did stop raining, and we weren't sure if we were gonna go back on and play continue, but I guess the field was too fucked.
Why don't
The
you sit there
infield.
for and wait?
We
And
did.
we
How
did.
long?
15 minutes until the guy, the head guy
Uh-huh.
of the complex is it's over. But the other team, even after that, the other team was like, well, if you guys still want to scrimmage, we'll scrimmage or whatever. And we thought about it, we wanted to, but then we had to get out of there.
They shouldn't let people. If it's over, that means they want them to leave. And
Yeah,
not come in
exactly.
those fields.
We would have probably fucked up that infield big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We wanted to. We still have the want to.
Eli says need a huge lefty to come in. And then Victoria says wish I would have seen it.
Yeah, it was a good night to miss it.
You can come next week. Bridgeton Athletic Association.
Well, and that was the most annoying thing about the storm. Brendel pulled up the Doppler radar. It was one little fucking cell that was just over to Bridgeton Athletics. It
Didn't
just
hit anybody else but us.
no one else.
Yeah, it didn't rain about me. So I was like, huh?
It just decided to,
Hit us.
the
fucking-
one
Place-
time I needed it to rain.
and we had Zach Brendel there, friend of the program, Zach Brendel,
Mm.
big dude. He's
Yes.
built like Matt Adams.
Shout out Big City, Zach Brendel.
Eli says only 1 hour away.
Yeah.
Um,
Eli was out there picking up someone from the airport. Christian was flying in last night, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's
Mm.
back.
Big night for Lambert.
One last thing I want to say about gymnastics, because I see some gymnastics on, not about the women's, but the U.S. men's team gymnastics won a medal for the first time in 30
and
years. They
that
won
was the
bronze.
story of the guy who was the kick, for I don't know, it was the guy that went last to do his one thing. He didn't do anything else. He sat on the sideline until his one little thing, which was and it's riding the horse or whatever, the saddle
Yeah,
thing.
and he does this little
Yeah.
spinnies.
And if it wasn't for his performance,
They wouldn't have got
we
it.
wouldn't have medaled. So
Yeah, they took literally every guy on the team to give their best performance just to squeak into bronze.
yeah,
Damn.
And my favorite Olympian on the U.S. men's team was that little Asian dude, Asher. He was so funny. Oh, what's good, LV?
Oh, we got the Albanian mobsters.
Hold on. This Asian guy, Asher, the quietest dude. He'd finish his routine, and then he would just be like, dude, he'd be like, yeah. And he'd sully so hard. And then he'd walk off and just be quiet again and be like, okay.
Okay.
And then he did that for other people's sets too when they were competing. He'd go crazy on the sideline, then he'd just be like, okay.
It's what it takes, dude. It's what it takes.
Vibes of a champion.
Should we end it there? We are at 8 o'clock. 8:08 actually.
808 Mafia.
808 Mafia. So this has been a fun Lucast. As for Shaw, STL Roper.
Oh, okay.
And,
Okay. Thanks for
myself,
listening, boys and girls. Ladies of the Lou.
Ladies of the Lou.
Yeah,
It
shout out
was,
Victoria. All the ladies of the Lucas.
it was a pleasure.
We will see you
Fuck you, Brittany.
tomorrow night. They did it. It's over. They did it. It's over. The game is over. The series is over. The wait is over. And the St. Louis Blues are the Stanley Cup champions.